What's going on, everybody? Ugh. Fucking sneako.
Of porn involves 88% of porn involves violence or aggressive acts.
I don't believe that. When you say violence
between,
or aggressive acts, what does that mean?
It involves, you know, I mean, at the extreme simulation of sexual
you said
assault.
88%. I watch a lot of I don't know how much violent or aggressive. I'm just curious what counts as an aggressive act. 88% of porn is aggressive acts?
Forceful, causing pain or discomfort to the person that's being involved in the sexual act.
Yeah, so that's one. That was a 2010 study. Another one that was published by Vera Gray, 2021. 1 in 8 had acts of violence.
I could believe the 1 in 8 number. The 88%. There's no chance that that's true.
Urinating and ejaculating on somebody's face. I think that's violent and degrading.
I understand what you're saying, but to the vast majority of normal human beings, urinating on somebody's face is far different than ejaculating on somebody's face. If you want to classify both of them as degrading, that's fine.
Why are they different?
The data, I'm sure you guys, when you were looking at porn, it's very mixed. The big medical consensus is that like this addiction and all that's not a thing. When it comes to couples, it seems like when the couples are on the same page, that it doesn't lead to negative impacts. It leads to that when there's one couple.
What do you mean by on the same page?
Like when both, like if like in a couple, if they don't care if the other person watches porn, which is a lot of couples, then it doesn't seem to have these kind of negative.
Do you think that's the majority?
I think it's a lot of people.
Do you think the majority of couples?
Good evening, VG. I hope that you are doing great tonight. Is this going to be you when you finally decide to make vegan cookies like you mentioned in your vlog posted earlier today? LOL.
That is loud. Yes, that is going to be me. Thanks for the donation, Ben.
The wife or the girlfriend doesn't mind.
It's really hard to tell. The majority of people I know, it's like that. Maybe the majority of people he knows and the majority of people you know, it's the opposite. So I don't know. I do think in general, people don't see viewing pornography as like cheating.
React to this.
Let me see, Dodo.
Welcome back to the comments section. I'm Brett Cooper.
Having children won't drown the world. That depends. Tell that to Hitler's parents.
Frank made another LOL video today.
Did he know? Oh. Oh, yeah. I actually thought he was gonna delete this. We'll wait for James to get here before we review that. Thanks for the donation, penis. Breaking Frank vid announcer donated $2. Breaking Frank vid. Yeah, we are now aware of this stupid video. Yeah, this is gonna be a insane delusional fucking rant. Thanks for the donation, dude.
There are so many deep questions about morality that we could be asking ourselves. You know, what does it mean to be a good person? Is God real? Why does evil exist?
How can my feet smell if they don't have a nose?
Those are all incredibly important questions that we should be grappling with. But now, millennials and Gen Z are facing a new and, in my opinion, completely manufactured moral question. Is it ethical to have children? And we're going to talk about that today. Before we do, though, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a comment section or off the clock episode. All right, so I first saw this article shared on Twitter by Babylon Bee CEO Seth Dillon. I saw it a few weeks ago and I've been wanting to do an episode about it ever since, so I'm very excited that we're diving into it. He said the real battle is between the extinctionists and the humanists, and that is an Elon Musk quote. And then this is the New Yorker article that he posted. The morality of having kids in a burning, drowning world. Two recent books, The Quickening and The Parenthood Dilemma, consider the ethics of procreation in the age of man-made climate change. Now, obviously, this article immediately piqued my interest, so I decided to browse through it, and I want to highlight one part in particular where the article's author is discussing one of the authors of these parenting or the Parenthood Dilemma books, the ethical question of parenthood. But the author wrote, the central paradox of The Quickening is the private urge towards the creation of life coexisting with the imitations of its imminent destruction. Should I have a child? Their greenhouse gas emissions will cause roughly 50 square meters of sea ice to melt every year that they are alive, Rush writes.
Wow, what a waste. The poor children.
Just by existing, they will make the world a little less livable for everyone, themselves included. Which is just like the saddest thing to hear. You're thinking about children. You're thinking about the next generation of people that could make the world an incredible place. They all have the potential to do amazing, amazing things. And the only thing you can think about are the ice caps melting and how they're going to destroy the world. That's the only thing that you're focusing on. Just imagine for a second having a parent who is...
That's not an answer to the ethical dilemma. That's just ignoring the issue. It's like, yeah, okay, it is true that the more kids you have, the more that's going to contribute to greenhouse gas emissions, the more of a global warming effect you're going to see, and then you're going to see shit like extreme weather, more hurricanes, heat, less drinkable water, less food, shit like that. And then, like, the only thing you have to say is, oh, but think of all the good new children could do. Like, okay, that doesn't really answer the question of whether or not it's ethical to have kids, considering having more children will lead to more environmental catastrophe.
Was so concerned about the amount of greenhouse gas emissions that your mere existence will yield and how much ice will melt just because you're alive.
Well, I'm out of here. Goodbye.
It's like she's trying to make this as much of an abstraction as possible. It's not just about melting ice. It's what the melting ice means. Melting ice means...
Are you moving?
No, we're just cleaning up. Thanks for the donation, dude. Melting ice means greater global temperatures, more extreme weather, heat waves, less drinkable water, less food resources, raising coastlines, flooding. Like, that's what it means.
Brett, the ice caps melt, there won't be any more children to have.
Yes. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
No lyrics, but I would love it if you tried your best to sing along.
I'll try my best. Thanks for the donation, Sky Gardener. Hey bitch, you sucking dick. I'ma have to beat your motherfucking ass, bitch. Hell no, I ain't got time to... Or a job you bet. What? Yeah, okay. Better get I'ma sell this dope at your house. Turn your house into a trap ass bitch. Tell them kids to shut up, that they ain't no rent. They can go home and
They can be
they can
barefoot
be
and won't buy no
sorry.
shoes. Bitch, you gonna suck
Bitch,
this
you gonna
dick
suck
or
this
not?
dick or not?
You was looking like
You
a
was
whore,
looking like a whore, like a straight up thought.
How many
How many dollars I gotta pay for you to suck this dick?
How
many dollars for you?
But she's a hoe for sure. Tell that bitch
to get her.
She's a hoe for sure. Tell her to get her ass out down the door in the rent store Christmas.
Okay, that's the best I could do. Thanks for the donation, 21st Savage. Ah, shit, Turkey Tom, thanks for the
No
gifted
wonder you have
memberships.
depression. You could make it on an episode of Hoarders. Look at your fucking apartment. It's been scientifically proven clutter causes anxiety and depression. Get your act together, retard.
Okay, thanks for the advice. Appreciate it. Thanks for the memberships, Turkey Tom. Appreciate it, dude. Dodo donated $2, says watch.
In an interview, you said, quote, "There's no vaccine that is, safe and effective." Do you still believe that?
I never said that.
So stop me. We have the clip. Please play the clip.
Play the whole clip.
You've talked about that the media slanders you by calling you an anti-vaxxer. And you've said that you're not anti-vaccine, you're pro-safe vaccine. Difficult question. Can you name any vaccines that you think are good?
I think some of the live virus vaccines are probably averting more problems than they're causing. There's no vaccine that is, safe and effective.
So you did say it. Do you still believe it?
Well, here's what I would.
Dude, he got caught. That is fucking hilarious. She knew exactly what was gonna happen. He was gonna deny it, lie, say I never said that, and then played the clip. He got fucking caught.
Say, first of all, I'm not anti-vaccine.
How is that statement not anti-vaccine?
Well, I can say right now there's no medicine for cancer that's safe and effective. It doesn't mean I'm out against all medicines. I've been fighting 40 years to get mercury out of fish. Nobody calls me anti-fish. What I want is vaccines that are proven safety.
Oh my god. This fucking moron, dude. I think he mentioned mercury because of thimerosal. Thimerosal is not the same thing as elemental mercury. It can't be absorbed by any of your body's cells.
And what I meant, which was a bad use of words in this, none of the vaccines that are currently on the mandated schedule for children, the 72 vaccines, have ever been tested in a pre-licensing safety study. What that means is...
The fuck is he talking about? Yes, they have.
That we do not know. We do not know what the risk profile is for those products, and you...
Yes, we do.
Cannot prove that or say with any scientific certainty that...
How much for you to listen to this while staring into Jasmine's eyes and jerking off into a tube sock? I have a shining nickel with your name on it.
I don't think you can pay me enough. Dude, why doesn't this guy cut his guitar strings down?
Are you cold?
I am a little cold. Thanks for the donation, James.
Woman, take my hand, pull me out to sea.
Well, that is pretty gay.
Any of those products are
so
causing...
you're saying you still believe that no vaccines are safe and effective.
Oh, what I'm saying is that none of the 72 vaccines has ever been tested in a safety study pre-licensing.
So let me ask you if you think it's wise for people to take these vaccines, because you had this to say on a different podcast about whether people with young babies should be getting them shots. Watch.
For many, many years, I think parents were so gaslighted and they were scapegoated and they were vilified and marginalized, so that even parents of kids who were very, very badly injured knew what happened to their kid, but they were just.
Do an impression of RFK explaining why the COVID vaccine is turning American children into trannies and faggots. Time for VG to get cancelled, lol.
Okay. Now, one of the things that has been found about the COVID vaccine is that it's turning all the kids gay and into trannies. There's been a sudden uptick of kids identifying as gay or trans right after the COVID vaccine. So I think this vaccine was designed specifically to turn children, particularly white and Jewish children, into gays and trannies. There you go. Thanks for the donation, vegan tranny. Dodo donate $2. Can you finish the Sneeko Dr. K vid and then maybe watch this later? We can. Oh, Aiden Ross. Oh, Jesus, that's gonna be fucking bad. We'll try. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Just reluctant to talk about it. And I think now those days are over. Our job is to resist and to talk about it to everybody. If you're walking down the street, and I do this now myself, which is, I don't want to do, I'm not a busybody. I see somebody on a hiking trail carrying a little baby, and I say to them, better not get them vaccinated. And he heard that from me. If he hears it from 10 other people, maybe he won't do it. Maybe he will save that child.
Maybe he will save that child. You think
Yikes.
preventing vaccines for a child will save that child? Do you still say this to parents today?
What I say again is I had 3 vaccines, Casey, when I was a kid, and I was fully compliant. My kids got 72. The current recommendations are, I think, around 77. And
I have a vaccine record for my child, and there are.
Can we finish this, please?
Let me see, Dodo. Yeah, we'll finish that. Okay, you're the one who sent me this video. Thanks for the donation, dude.
There are 77 doses. There are 72 doses of 16 vaccines. Oh, that's just a fact. And there are certain vaccines that were added to the schedule after 1986, because in 1986 Congress made it so that it's impossible to sue a vaccine company no matter how negligent they are, no matter how grievous your injury.
That's not true. He's lying about that. You can sue a vaccine company for negligence. It's just that if you personally get a adverse reaction to a vaccine, you can't sue. You cannot guarantee with 100% certainty every single person who gets a medical procedure won't have an adverse effect from it.
VG, can't you see? Predators and carnists need to hang from trees, and I just love your vegan ways. I guess that's why their mom's fat and you're so great.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for the donation, veganism.
No matter how reckless their conduct.
So what were your 3 vaccines that you had when you were a kid?
Let me finish this. And there was a gold rush to add new vaccines to the schedule, including a lot of vaccines that are not for diseases that are not even casually contagious.
Name one.
Hepatitis B.
So you don't think a hepatitis B vaccine is progress?
I don't think that
He's against hepatitis vaccines. What the fuck?
Hepatitis vaccine. I don't think the current I think the science suggests that the current hepatitis B vaccines are causing more problems than they're solving. And listen, why would you?
I'm not in a position to argue with you on the science, but I'm glad you're on the record as saying that.
Why would you have a baby, give a baby a hepatitis B vaccine, when the only way that you can catch hepatitis B is through sexual interactions or...
What? No. So it's mucosal contact. You do not need to have sex to get hepatitis B.
Or using needles. Now, there are mothers who pass it to their children, and all those mothers...
You can get hepatitis B, I'm pretty sure, just through kissing. Or, like, touching something that's being unwashed. So, no.
Tested in every hospital in the country. So if somebody's at risk, then I wouldn't object to it. But why give it to a whole generation? You know, good health comes from building a strong immune system, and we never had hepatitis.
How is Tofurky Tom's bench press coming along?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's going up. But I'm not sure where his bench is at right now. Thanks for that donation, Tej.
B epidemics when I was a kid. We never had rotavirus epidemics. A lot of these products were added to the schedule because they enrich the companies, and this is automatic.
Yeah, RFK Jr. is completely full of shit, dude.
Everyone. It's just incredibly sad that this is the position that so many people have. It's absolute insanity, in my opinion. Jeremy had a great response to this article on X, and he said,
that is not an argument.
Human life is of infinitely greater value than a sheet of ice. Have babies burn time.
So again, they're trying to make this whole ice melting thing as abstract as possible. Again, the issue isn't just with melting ice, it's what that melting ice means.
And it's crazy that that is a controversial statement, that human life is more valuable, but obviously we know what goes on in 2023, so it shouldn't surprise us. But somebody replied and said, imagine hating yourself so much that you believe people should stop reproducing. But I mean, it's the self-hating white liberals. Are we surprised?
That is not necessarily a self-hating position. That could be, like, if you're talking about ethylism, you could argue that's from a position of benevolence. The whole argument for ethylism is that you would eliminate pain and suffering if no one were to exist. So how is that self-hating?
Where's my nigger coronel bro? Someone needs to push back against your pro-vaccine, pro-big pharma, pro-big government, pro-China retarded bullshit. Wouldn't be surprised if Big Pharma put a hit on him for speaking out.
That is good to hear. Thanks for the donation, 9014, and yes, we need Corona Bro back. Thanks for the donation, 21st Savage.
By any of this, no, we're not. And also, having no faith in human innovation or the ability for us to protect our environment at all, just completely being hopeless. Being a perpetual victim, it just sounds like a very, very sad way to live. Also,
you can look up, you can look up the figures for greenhouse gas emissions. They keep going up. And we're not projected to, meet targets for, things like the Paris Climate Accord. So, again, you're not making an argument. Like, why would you rely on something like possible future innovation and not just reduce the amount of children getting born?
Also, being so indoctrinated by your government that you believe that the only way to protect the environment is by passing things like the Green New Deal, which would destroy our economy, by the way, just further controlling our...
I don't know why she's talking about the Green New Deal. You can look at the Inflation Reduction Act. That has massively increased the investments in clean energy technologies. It's reducing greenhouse gas emissions. And it's actually boosting the economy. So why the fuck would you assume... Like, how paradoxical is this, by the way? oh, well, we could figure out new innovations to save the environment. Oh, if we try to figure out new innovations to save the environment, it'll destroy the economy.
Population, which would be disastrous for mankind. Mandating EVs, banning gas stoves, like you think that that is of greater importance than having children who could change the world. It's insane.
That's directly contradictory.
Somebody else said, imagine a species thinking that it's the smartest species on the planet while rooting for its own extinction to save the planet. Another person said, it's interesting how natural selection can operate through abstract ideas. If the people who swallow this choose not to procreate, future generations...
I don't know if the article was actually promoting the idea of ephilism or if it was just recommending people to have fewer children. I don't know how having fewer children means extinction.
Might be a bit less neurotic on average, but my place of ideas wins again. That is the one positive outcome of these people choosing not to have kids. Another person said, the very idea that we would come to a fight between those who want to commit suicide as a species versus those who don't is baffling to me. How and why we got here needs to be understood so that it never happens again. Chris Williamson and Jordan Peterson, both of whom I adore, they've talked about this problem before, and I think that they have some great insight on it.
50.1% of women are childless by 30, and both men and women are replying to that tweet saying, well, good, there's too many people on the planet in any case.
There's no sentiment more implicitly genocidal than that statement. So what do you mean too many people? And
oh my god. That is so fucking retarded.
what do you propose to do about that exactly? Mass abortion?
Or just not having children?
Is that your answer? Maybe we'll just shame people out of having children. There's a number of professors talking to a couple hundred students, and one of the
So shaming people out of having children is not okay, but shaming people into having children is okay. Got it.
Professors who was an environmentalist activist type, and he got up on stage and shook his finger to the whole young crowd saying that him and his wife had only decided to have one child. Told all the young people there if they had a shred of ethical decency that they would severely limit their reproductive potential. And I stood up and said that I thought that that was one of the most appalling things I'd ever heard anyone in academia.
News flash: Brett, there are 8 billion of US on the planet. We're not going extinct anytime soon.
Yep. The idea that every single person is going to stop having children is fucking retarded. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo.
David Goggins parody. This dude's channel is pretty funny.
Let me see.
So the other day somebody asked me, hey man, would you ever start a family? Settle down, have kids, all that bullshit? I said, motherfucker, I already have kids. But guess what? They don't know me, son. They're still waiting for the fucking groceries. 26 years ago. Merry Christmas. Stay hard. So last week, this motherfucker in a wheelchair came up to me while I was running. Apparently was a veteran or some shit. Fucked up my whole pace because I had to stop. But anyways, he was talking about me being his biggest inspiration in all this. I looked at him down there and I told him, hey man, if I was your biggest inspiration, you'd stop being a bitch. Stop being a lazy cripple. Lose the fucking wheelchair and start running with me right now. But of course he wouldn't do it. I said, man, how are you gonna carry the boats when your own fucking legs can't even carry your crippled ass? Maybe you should have thought twice before skipping leg day constantly for the last 20 years, motherfucker. So anyways, I took his motherfucking wheelchair and I left his ass crawling back home like the bitch that he is. Don't let weak-minded motherfuckers like this bring you down to their level. Stay hard! So I was in somebody's funeral the other day, family member of mine. So you know the whole thing, everybody crying and shit, telling me to stop doing push-ups during the burial because it's disrespectful. Fuck that. I'm not with that soft shit. I did 200 squats on top of that motherfucker's grave while everybody was looking. Should have seen their faces. I'd never taken so many fucking souls at once. And while they were bitching about this motherfucker's corpse, I was getting better and stronger. Stay hard. So the other day I got a phone call. This guy says he killed his family in a car crash about a year ago. Says he can't sleep, all this weak shit. I didn't know what to...
Did you know Adam Lanza was a Ephilist? That is why he did what he did at the school. To save those children. A complete maniac like the Ephilists like in Mendham. Benevolently killing everyone.
Recently, someone discovered the ghost of Adam Lanza. His abandoned YouTube channel, named Cultural Philistine, had been sitting on YouTube for about 9 years before anyone linked it to him. It had 31 videos and only about a dozen subscribers when it was discovered. His videos were audio with a black image.
Interesting. I'll maybe look at that later in my spare time. Thanks for that donation, W.
Said to this motherfucker, so I told him. Hey, man. 2 years ago, if you had quit drinking and learned how to fucking drive properly, maybe your family would still be alive today, but guess what? You can still do those things today, so your next fucking family doesn't have to suffer the same consequences. And before I get to finish my sentence, his inner bitch took over, and he shot himself dead. Anyways, point of the story is, some motherfuckers you just can't help. Stay home.
Really, that's insane.
Yes, that is insane. Thanks for that donation, Dodo. The only path to tellers, they are so mangus. Oh my god. That's a really cute fennec fox. Wow. Boop the snoot. Oh, wow. Those are really pretty animals. Oh my god, there's so many. Wow. Oh. Oh my god. They're friends. Oh. Self-awareness. What Pokemon is this? Oh my god. It's a tree fin. That's amazing. That's a really cute animal. Hitmonchan. Let me see.
It's got me in tears. Oh no, let me see a combo though. Ooh. Us. Woo. Talking lame shit. Old men.
Alright, that's good. Thanks for the donation, The Only Path.
I say to young people, but it's associated with like a deeply rooted existential self-hatred. I mean, hatred at the level of humanity is like a virus.
This literally is not an argument for reducing the amount of children born. This is just a personal attack.
On the planet that we're a cancerous growth.
Alex Epstein calls this human racism.
That's an excellent way to put it. And Jordan is so right, because it does go back to self-hatred. That's what these commenters have been saying. Like, imagine hating yourself so much that you just don't want our species to exist anymore. You have no hope at all.
That's a complete straw man. The person he was talking about suggested limiting the amount of children you have to 1. He didn't say make yourself extinct.
You're sinking! Come on! It's like this victim mentality that we see in so many parts of our society. All of this hatred. This is honestly, it could be the worst that it'll ever get because it could end us all. It could just stop everything in its tracks. But honestly, we shouldn't be surprised about all of this because these are the same attitudes that come from people who push abortion. Now, speaking of abortion, because of our partnership with Preborn, an organization that has rescued over 200 they worked out so well switch and save civilization all at once. Somebody commented and said modernity is its own kill switch. Yeah. Somebody else commented and said the one-child policy worked out so well for China, let's do that. Like, literally, did people not...
Another parody video of the same guy after Andrew Tate blocked him on Twitter.
Let me take a look.
Here's the top 10 reasons why Andrew Tate should unblock me on Twitter. Number 1, I drink 63 liters of sparkling water daily, and it does kind of hurt when I pee. 2, I've legally changed my name to Hustler Big G the First, and so far I've killed everybody that refuses to call me that, including every single member of my family. 3, I've drank so much coffee in the last 2.5 years that it started to severely impair my nervous system, according to my doctor, who, as you can tell, is a fucking dork. 4, I started doing 6 push-ups every time I think about watching pornography. Turns out to be about 8,640 push-ups daily, which is every single minute of every day. Consequently, I did end up losing my job because, according to my manager, nerd, doing push-ups while working on the cash register is unprofessional and off-putting to the customers. First of all, the last thing I want is to be told not to do push-ups when I want to by somebody that looks like a fucking geek. So anyways, I walked out of there. I mean, I got fired, but still. Number 5, I can't afford to smoke Cuban cigars, so I settled for the only equivalents that I could think of, which is about 6 to 12 Marlboro cigarettes a day. Or if I don't have the money, I'd go around inhaling the smoke out of the exhaust pipe of any vehicle that I could find on the street for at least 20 minutes. Number 6, I took out a loan of $5,000 so I can buy my first ever Bugatti. It turns out they're slightly more expensive than that, so I got the next best thing, which is a Peugeot 106. Couldn't afford the insurance for that either, so I had to sell it, but at least I tried. Now, as you can tell, I'm clearly a student of the Top G, so there's absolutely no reason as to why he should have me blocked on Twitter. And also, Andrew Tate, if this video somehow does reach you, I would love to interview you, or Tristan, or both. Yes, I have 0 interviewing skills, and no, I'm not a respected journalist, but then again, neither are any of the people that the BBC sent to your house. So surely, I mean, as a fan that will actually ask interesting questions, I think I should have a chance. Well, yeah, anyways, please unblock me. Appreciate it. Thank you for being a big inspiration. And that's about it. Please just stop filming.
That is good.
Here that China reversed that policy because of the disastrous effects. That was a huge deal. I have a blurb about it here. Faced with a population that is shrinking and aging, Chinese policymakers are attempting to engineer a baby boom after more than 3 decades of a Malthusian family planning regime, better known as the one-child policy. Demographers warn that China...
Again, this is another straw man. No one was saying enforce one-child policy. This was just somebody suggesting that you should only have one child.
China's population will begin to shrink in the next decade, potentially derailing the world's second largest economy with a far-reaching global impact. China's birth rate last year was at its lowest since the founding of the People's Republic in 1949, with 15.23.
Earth's population can't grow infinitely. So, there is going to be a time where we reach a carrying capacity. So, what is the suggestion then? Things have to slow down at some point.
3 million births, dramatically lower than the 21 to 23 million officials had expected. Also, on top of that, literally last week, Kim Jong-un was begging women in North Korea to have children because a declining birth rate is disastrous for a nation. I'm not saying that I love Kim or I support that, but it is a very serious thing the countries and nations are dealing with. Also, have they not heard Elon Musk, arguably the smartest man on planet Earth right now, warning of a population collapse and what that would mean for humanity and just our infrastructure as a whole?
Elon Musk is a full-fledged retard. He's bankrupting every single one of his companies. And he has a natalism fetish. He literally has a fetish when it comes to having children.
The whole. I'm sorry that you're worried about the polar ice caps, but what happens when our civilization fully collapses? What then?
End of days, bitches!
Now, obviously, a lot of people genuinely do not care about what happens then, like this girl.
I have a question for the people who are actively trying to have children. Are y'all not afraid of climate change? Because that's my number one reason for choosing not to have them. And don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to be a parent. I don't think there's anything selfish or bad about it. I really don't. And if you choose to do it and you want to do it, like, more power to you, because we still need people to be parents. I can't imagine doing it when there's this big question mark of what the future is going to look like. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm going to keep fighting for a better future for your children's sake.
It's funny that she goes back and forth between saying it's the most important job. I don't know why people do it. It's not selfish. Why would you do this? Because of climate change? It's like, is it selfish or is it not? To answer your question, those of us wanting to have children, no, we do not care. I'm personally not even thinking about it. Luckily, some of the comments that were based, one person
Yep, and that's why climate change is still a thing.
said, someone once told me, never feel bad about raising dragon slayers in an age of dragons. I think about that a lot. Somebody else said, the future is uncertain with every generation, but still humanity survives. I want to teach my kids to care about the planet to build a better future. And then this one just made me laugh. This girl said, I don't have kids myself yet, but in terms of climate change, I really hope that at least some of the kids are born to non-denying families, or we dead. I mean, correct. Like, your lineage and that mindset will be non-existent if you choose not to have children. That's just the logical outcome to those being morally panicked about having families. Because I personally will not be instilling that panic in my future children, much to the anguish of women like this.
Sometimes I have really bad climate anxiety and I think maybe I don't want to have kids. I don't really want to bring kids into this world. But then I remember, you know who is going to have kids? Climate deniers. So maybe we need to even out the playing field a little bit. Or adopt.
Exactly, my friend, because all of the big bad deniers out there are building homesteads and they are touching grass. They're interacting with nature. They're investing in regenerative and sustainable agriculture. And most importantly, they are having a whole bunch of dragon slaying babies. Somebody commented and said, if you are dumb enough to believe this bullshit, you should not have kids. It's harsh. But I mean, I could not disagree. None of this is really a new issue or a new talking point. We've talked about this in other episodes before.
Okay, she literally didn't make an argument and she just made personal attacks and straw men. Let's see. Frank Tufano. The elite copied me again. Best bar stolen. Holy fuck, dude.
Man, it never ends, does it? You guys keep asking me why I don't have a girlfriend, why I'm not married, why I don't have any... Because I got these people at my throat every...
You know, I think that eye surgery he had has made him slightly cross-eyed or something, because it looks like his eyes are pointing in different directions.
Day of my life. And I've been copied for years now on a global scale. My ideas being portrayed by shills at maximum popularity. Started with Rat Boy, then Liver King, probably a few dozen similar people, all the animal-based monkeys, a lot of the carnivore grass-fed dieters. And now this guy, Jake Levy, with the Way Better bar. But this guy copied me. So obviously, it's comical. I couldn't help but laugh.
You do not have a copyright license on your fucking protein bar, dude. Anybody can copy you. This is like fucking Hershey's chocolate complaining about fucking, I don't know, some other chocolate company copying their chocolate bar. There's no copyright license on fucking chocolate.
It was so completely ridiculous what this guy did. Basically, I created the best bar a few years ago, very unique formula, and this guy copied the exact formula, flavors, and a similar marketing campaign. He has Way Better bar using the...
What do you mean, similar marketing campaign? Frank's fucking chocolate bar thing looks like shit. And then he actually bothered to make a good-looking packaging.
Flavors and a similar marketing campaign. He has Way Better bar.
No, for that bar thing, it's just a really bland packaging.
Using the word better, which is comparable to the word best. And he could have at least...
There are at least 3 other protein bars on the market that are called Better Bars.
Use an alias when placing the 5 orders on...
Are his eyes going to stay like that? Cause if so, he'd make a good horror movie character.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his eyes are gonna stay retarded looking. Thanks for the donation, Fohammer.
On my business this year to test my bar recipe. I mean, it would have been, you know, a better court case. Speaking of court cases, I had the script written up, but then his lawyer sent me a cease and desist letter, which is, again, completely comical because this is how the secret society, evil, demonic degenerates operate. They steal your idea. You're already censored through their control of the media. They harass you.
Imagine paying 33 grand for a surgery when you could have gotten the same results by having someone hit you in the face with a shovel and taping the sides of your eyes back. He looks like a poorly drawn anime lesbian.
Yep. Somebody should have told him you could just get vegan gains to hit you with a shovel, and probably would have looked better anyway. Thanks for the donation, Adam.
Censor you, they shadow ban you. After he steals my idea, he makes hundreds of thousands of dollars selling my bar at twice the price I sell it for because people actually see his social media content because he's not shadow banned. And then what? When I call them out, he has his lawyers send me a cease and desist. And what? I'm supposed to participate in your secret society-owned court system where you have all the lawyers and the judges in your pocket? It's completely disgusting.
Why does this guy think he's part of the Illuminati? Like, what the fuck? Just because he has a similar product?
Are there any conservatives or Republicans that you think are good? What about the conservatives in Canada? Are they alternative to Trudeau government? The way the news makes it seem like everyone is so partisan. Ones I know aren't so ridiculous.
I can't think of any conservative politicians that are really any good. Usually when it comes to that sort of question in Canada, it's the lesser of two evils. There certainly are some conservative candidates that are more viable than certain liberal candidates, but they're still bad. So yeah, conservative ideas, conservative policies, conservative politicians, they all tend to be retarded. Thanks for the donation, though, Dick on the Moon. Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger technically ran as a Republican, but he's not really a Republican. That's really the only conservative politician, quote unquote, that I'd say is any good, but yeah, I can't think of anybody else.
Maybe you guys can let Giannuzzi and Lewandin know on their Google reviews, you know, what happens when they represent.
Okay, so now he's doxing the fucking, the law firm.
Frank Tufano eyes are fucked up. Bro looks like an anime character tweaking on meth. Just seen your lifting video. Nice lift, bro. I can only imagine what it feels like trying to lift when healing from a broken elbow and torn tricep.
It's not so bad right now. I do get soreness after training, but it's fairly minimal. Thanks for the donation, Vegan Ninja.
Secret society, thieves, and liars. I think both you and your...
What? Yeah, sure.
Client should join the 40 Thieves. Hey, I'm sure they got more than 2 spots available. Maybe you can include your parents too. And also, I think you guys got the incorrect email. You sent this to my meat company, which is not really affiliated with my personal statements on my social media pages. A little confusing. Yeah, it's funny. These judges and lawyers act as if...
What? That's your LLC. What? Bootycom donated $2. Facts.
Well, as you guys already know, if we don't make radical changes right now, we are going to be witnessing the end of Europe, the death of Europe. Not just because of generic multiculturalism and the rise of leftist liberalism, but also specifically Islamism, because they are quite honest about it. They are publicly telling us what they want to do to us. Yes, the rise of Sharia. This is another video I'm going to show you where one of these preachers in Britannia saying that not only we're going to impose Sharia on you, but because you want it.
They really need to include Islamist ideas into the criminal code for hate crimes, because promoting Sharia law should be considered a hate crime.
Telling us what we want, what we need. Now, you're going to see this video. This ideology, this political ideology has been going on for centuries. It's sold to us as a faith. Is essentially, that's what we call it in Islamic socialism. It's because it's very close to socialism and communism. It's the same thing. It's about coercion. It's about centralization of powers. It's about saying, hey, we are talking in a compassionate way. We want to help you. We want to save you from yourselves. Just watch this, and then I'm going to give you my reaction.
Allah is the best of planners. Islam, we want Sharia in the UK. We want Sharia for everybody. Do you even know what Sharia means? Huh? Do you even know what Sharia means? Yeah? You need Sharia. UK is dying for Sharia. You are making your elderly die at home alone. You flipping selfish individuals. You go on holidays and put them in care homes while they are dying. They are dying. They looked after you and changed your nappies and looked after you when you was a baby. And you reach this age of materialism and the Western propaganda has consumed you so much that you are more concerned going to Ibiza for a holiday to sleep around. Yeah? While your mother and father is dying in care homes, the Sharia teaches you to go. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, may his face be rubbed in dust. May his face be rubbed in dust. May his face be rubbed in dust for the one, his parents reach old age and he doesn't look after them. You are starving for the Sharia. You are thirsty for the Sharia. The Sharia is there to look after the poor who is sleeping.
This guy is a fucking terrorist, and he tried to lure me out to the UK, and I'm pretty sure he did that so he could arrange for an assassin to kill me.
On the streets, freezing to death. Yes, the Sharia has come to protect the right of the woman, the right of the man. The Sharia has come to put order in society, get rid of your diseases of drugs, cocaine, alcohol, theft, murder, everything. You are dying and thirsty for the Sharia. Yeah, we are proud as Muslims, not the Sharia that you think of, going and chopping people up and stuff like that. This watching a store movie or something like that for that matter. The Sharia is there to put communities and have justice and be upholders of justice. That's the reason why.
You think Frank could make a cute femboy? What would happen if Frank was put in a maximum security prison with rapists, murderers and psychopaths? Another one is what would happen if Frank went to the weight room in prison and tried to work a few sets?
Frank would not make a cute femboy. He is anything but cute. And if he went to prison, especially like a maximum security prison, he would get fucked up. More ways than one. Thanks for the donation though, Dick on the Moon.
Millions of people are flocking to Islam in the Western world.
All right, stop ranting. All right, couple of issues with this. All right, let's start. So, first things first. As I said, that's why it's very close to Marxism, because it tells you the emotions. Hey, there's a problem here. We will fix that problem. They point to the problems, but the solutions is also crazy. Secondly, obviously there are issues in the West, and we know that. But the way he makes it sound like is like every single one of us, like the rise of materialism and homelessness, which we also have. Compare it to the Islamic world. Compare it to any point in time when we had a state using Sharia, even now and the past. Compare our problems to there. The elderly, the pensioners, the people in poverty. Which societies, generally speaking...
Is that the real genetic beast in chat?
I'm not sure if that's the real genetic beast. Let me see. Damn it. They took away the thing to go to somebody's channel. I'm not sure if that's the real genetic beast or not.
In comparison, we're looking after the vulnerable better. Here, in the West.
Yeah, this guy's video is fucking boring as shit. Anti-Ephilism donated $2. Hey, so Ephilism is bogus. This video debunks Ephilism and show how it actually has nothing to do with antinatalism. By the way, the guy who made this video is an antinatalist. You can have an antinatalist position without being a negative utilitarian. You didn't give me a link. If you give me a link, I might watch the video. Thanks for that donation, anti-ethilism.
My amendment rights don't exist, particularly the First and Seventh Amendment, but those amendments haven't proven to be much worse than my legal issues. But back to the topic at hand. It's so ridiculous, dude. It's so ridiculous. On his profile, he put that he created the cleanest protein bar ever. Now, the definition of create is to, bring something into existence. And this guy is obviously some type of two-faced demonic shill that will say anything for money. These people have controlled the world for thousands and thousands of years, right? How come they're stealing my ideas? Haven't you guys, figured a few things out on your own? Don't you have this recipe somewhere in your list of buried in the Smith?
This is David Icke level conspiracy theory, insane shit. Anti-ethilism don't tell us here. It's long. You can watch the whole thing on your off time. By the way, Superhuman Dance is an insane narcissist lunatic. Do not take him seriously. No one in AN like him. Not even amend him. Okay. I will take a look at this later on my spare time then. Thanks for that donation,
assert a
anti-ethilism.
connection between X and Y has an...
Yeah.
Smithsonian somewhere, or are you guys too busy stealing money from people and mutilating children's genitals? And it's completely crazy to me that this guy copied the exact formula, exact flavors, berry vanilla chocolate, and just ripped off the entire idea. He purposely did it. They wanted me to respect.
You do not have a copyright on chocolate, vanilla, and berry. Like, why is he complaining? Dude, if you don't have a copyright license on a product, yes, anybody can copy it.
Respond to this in this way. That's the only thing I can think. This was an intentional and malicious act to harass me. But then when I did call him out, he blocked me on all social media, and his lawyer sent me a cease and desist. But
you literally violated YouTube's terms of service and encouraged your own fan base to harass him on both his YouTube channel and other platforms.
I don't know. It doesn't make inside it said, Frank, they obviously want you to respond to this, but what am I supposed to do? I'm watching this kid make hundreds of thousands of dollars. How is this even allowed? It's completely insane. But that George Carlin quote came to mind.
You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear.
So this guy Jake is obviously in the club. And I refer to them as that and the elite. I can't name them, otherwise the video would just be taken down. And these people think they own everything.
So Frank believes in the Illuminati, basically. He believes there's like a secret society ruling the world. And whenever anybody's more successful than him, he thinks that they're part of the Illuminati.
They don't believe that you or me as small business owners should be allowed to make money, allowed to operate businesses in their world. So they shadow ban me, they censor me, they steal my exact ideas, they try to ruin me with lawsuits,
Yeah, so speaking of being shadow banned, this guy has literally uploaded YouTube videos saying the vaccine is dangerous. He's uploaded anti-Semitic content saying Jews are fucking scumbag pieces of shit, and then he's wondering why YouTube doesn't promote him in the algorithm. Fuck.
I know. We are worrying too much, just like we did in 2020.
I will look at that link in a minute. Thanks for the donation, Ben. Let me see.
Genetic Beast is $1 stores varia. I bet he doesn't even have the balls to attempt to murder his current or future ex-wife, lol.
Probably not. Yeah, he's not nearly as entertaining as Farage. Thanks for the donation, Come. Tim Nichols, I know, we're all worrying too much just like we did in 2020. If he loses, Trump will concede gracefully. There will be no Trump coup.
Fuck Tufano, we need real advice.
Let me take a look. Oh, Jason Genova? Okay, yeah, we'll watch that. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Thanks, Ben.
So explain that I've worked real hard on earning this type of money.
He has fucking fake bills?
Worked real hard on earning this type of money. It's sick. It's piss.
That's so
It's
obviously
revolting,
fake.
$3,200 right here, baby. It's sickening. It's pissening. It's revolting. It's insulting. Worked real hard on that. Have you ever seen $50,000 in stacks, baby? Stacks and stacks and stacks of money. Sick. It's piss. It's revolting. It's insulting. Woo! And you can earn money like the Lord right here. It's sickening. It's pissening. Revolting. About to say today that I'm
Why did
going
he
to
make
be
this?
going to the Mr. Olympia on the 17th of the 13th to the 17th of September. I leave in about 3 weeks for I leave in 3 weeks for Vegas. I leave on the 13th to the 17th. I fly out. I go to Vegas to the Mr. Olympia. And all I want to say is I congratulated one of my friends yesterday. Took a picture with them, congratulating them for their wedding, their marriage. And today I just want to explain that I'm going to be going to the Mr. Olympia in 3 weeks, doing some videos out there. It's sick, it's pissed, it's revolting, it's insulting. And today I'm shooting a video with Brad, leg workout at LA Fitness in Boca on Yamato. Yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm about to explain. Have you ever seen this much money, baby? This freaking sickening much money. $53,700. Sick, it's pissed, it's revolting, it's insulting. Nate, your boy, Rick Flarin. Woo! Sick, it's piss. I am going to have a good day today. I'm going to be going to the gym to do a video. Gonna get ready for that. And today I'm going to go to busy LA Fitness on Yamato, and then after that I have to go to work today. Yesterday to go.
Why? It's like obsessed with people thinking he's famous and shit. Dude, I wish Jason Genova was still uploading. He's fucking hilarious.
Ruin my personal and family life. I'm surprised I've even made it out with my businesses. And on top of it, they make millions, if not billions of dollars off my ideas without anyone finding out who I am. If I was born into that, with my creativity, I would have been a billionaire already. Without a doubt, 100% would have been a billionaire. And this is nothing.
Dude, what a fucking moron. with his creativity, you sell fucking meat online. Like,
Nothing short of absolutely disgusting. I can't imagine doing this to someone else. You know, I brought a very unique idea to market several years ago, as with many other products, but I'm not in the club, so I haven't gotten rich off of my dozens of million-dollar ideas. And before you got...
he thinks he's the first person to invent a protein bar. And he thinks that should have made him a billionaire.
I say I should patent my idea. I remember looking into it, and you can't actually...
You can't copyright a fucking recipe.
Patent, like, ingredient mixes. It has to be something, like, then someone would have a patent on pizza, you know, mixing flour, tomato sauce, and cheese. Plus, it costs up to, like, $10,000 to get a lawyer to file a patent, which I...
So, like, it's so strange. He literally admits he can't have a copyright on a protein bar. It's impossible. So, why is he fucking complaining then? Like, he could go and steal somebody else's recipe for a protein bar. So, why the fuck... I don't know why he's making such a big deal out of this, if he knows that there's no copyright license on anything he's making. Ben donated $2, let me see. He stole a dog? Bootycomb $2, but it's about you, me, and everyone learnt acting skills.
Hello, this is Jonathan. I have special celebrity guest Jason Genova on, and he's cooking us a meal for $15, for under $15 for a family of 4. Celebrity chef Pissing in Kitchen. How can I help you? Hey, we're having a mushroom cap risotto. It's sick, it's piss, it's revolting, it's insulting, it's succulent. I love risotto, it's quite the treat. What goes into this one? It's just a little treat. The ingredients I'll be using are boro rice, parsley.
What the fuck?
Fresh mushroom cap, chicken stock. Those are great ingredients. Why don't you show me, I'm curious, interested, why don't you show me how to cook it? We have the boiled rice and the chicken stock sauteing in the mushroom cap. You just mix all that in. A little Parmesan, and let that cook for 30 minutes.
Doesn't he look mentally ill here? I feel bad for him.
Let me see, Dodo.
Your brother turned Obama, hair white, Rahm Emanuel. Y'all don't do y'all facts. All y'all niggas want to talk about... Let me tell you, anybody ever talk to my red hat, y'all put me in a fucking hospital. Fucking Chinese water torture. Oh, you know, million questions. Everybody around me telling me, I can't wear... Nigga, you can't tell me the color of my hat. Y'all can't tell me shit, nigga. No, none of y'all motherfuckers here with no Instagram, nobody living, nobody at... And I don't want to hear shit from... None of these Jewish niggas talk about, oh, he's in an episode. Harley Pasternak followed me to the fucking hotel. The nigga killed Aaron Carter, and now they acting like they won't clear the Backstreet Boy sample. You get what I'm saying? Harley Pasternak, Pusha, your trainer. Harley Pasternak, Jay-Z. You get what I'm saying? And then niggas be hanging around these niggas just for the money or some Mike Rubin shit. I slap the shit out of Mike Rubin. I see that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like insane, deranged rambling. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
On the stovetop? On the stovetop, on the stove. I'm gonna flip it over and make it creamy and delicious. Well, it sure looks good. Let's just try this and see how we did here. This is, you have to try this, taste this, try this. This is so good. Go to pissinginkitchen.com and taste your sickening food today. enjoyed it. Thank you for having me on today. I'm sure the FBI and the CIA will be investigating these hitting, sickening, pissing
Frank should partake in a psychological case study. He is paranoid about EMF, food with color, and the oxygen he breathes. However, he is willing to get cosmetic surgery requiring anesthetic drugs and facial silicone implants to get we avatar eyes.
Yeah, it makes no sense. He's paranoid about shit that literally does no harm to you and you can't see, but he's fine with getting fucking implants put into his fucking eyes and taking drugs that make you unconscious and shit. Like, makes no sense. Thanks for the donation, Majin Buu.
Until you guys fucking take shit seriously and start actually helping rather than causing fucking issues. This is to every one of my fans, to everyone out there. Until you guys stop harassing, I'm ending my goddamn career. My mentor, Bob, my entire family is now being targeted too because of you guys, you little pieces of shit. Okay? So I'm done. I'm ending my career. Fuck the record label. Fuck my entertainment manager. And fuck every fucking security company and fuck all police officers. I'm gonna go drop a bomb. Okay, I ain't fucking lying about shit. Bob, I need you to go live right now. I need you to make a social media account and put it out there right fucking now that I am not lying or I will kill you as well. My life is in danger right now.
Dodo Tillers, can you scroll down and review his supplement protocol? Is he taking any scam nonsense supplements? Let me see. Let this register. Israeli hostages were carrying a white flag, shouting to the IDF in Hebrew, and had no arms when they were shot by the most moral army in the world. Who the fuck knows why they got shot? I'm sure this is going to be investigated. Who knows? And let me see. So what is this? What supplements is he taking?
Can you please react to this?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, this supplement regime just looks fucking nauseating. I don't know what the fuck some of this shit is. I don't know what Acrobos is. I know what ashwagandha is. Astaxanthin. Brocomax. Some of these are just like antioxidants and stuff. Some of it makes sense. DHEA, EPA. Yeah, like garlic. I don't know if you can really consider that a supplement. Lithium. I don't know. He has some weird team of doctors working for him, but this is just too much for most people. The fucking supplement regime is crazy. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo. Let me see.
Right now we're headed towards, scarcity for water, food.
Oh, I'm not reacting to JP. He's a fucking idiot. I can't stand his content. Thanks for the donation, Animal Liberation.
My entire family is in danger, and no one believes what we are saying. My entire family is now famous. All of our houses have been doxxed. We are homeless, and my fans are doxing, getting criminal charges on us that are all false. We will take this all the way to fucking Supreme Court. We are not playing around. We have contacted security companies and they've all refused to work with us because they don't believe what we are saying about our popularity. I am done, and I will not stop until the White House is blown up. Okay, I just told Bob to block my number, and I just told him that he doesn't support me and he's not being helpful. And so I just told him that I want nothing to do with him and to block my number. And he said, okay. So I'm being serious. I am done until we get what we need and our safety and the rights we deserve. I am blocking everyone in my family. Okay, so I just called 911 and I just literally just screamed, I have a bomb, on the 911 number and randomly hung up in hopes to get this situation heard and to get my family the rights that they deserve and the security and protection. I'm sick and tired of fans assaulting, harassing, beating up my family, injuring people, stealing dogs, doxing, and stealing money, fraudulent shit, blaming it on me and my family, and then to make everything worse, say that it's my fault. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of this, and I will, like I said, take it all the way until this gets heard. And if charges will be pressed, I will sue the entire U.S. government and Supreme Court. Because that's so bright. I am a singer-songwriter of Denver, Colorado, currently homeless, and I am known by most police officers, most hospitals, most people, I should say. And I'm getting spotted on almost every single street corner, okay, by fans, by supporters. And the last couple of days have been like actually attacked, threatened, and I have nowhere to go because I'm homeless. Gotcha. And I have called security companies. They are all refusing to work with me until I get housing. Okay. So I'm in even more danger being on the street, homeless, without security. Okay. And I'm starting to fear for my life.
You know where you're at right now?
Yes, I'm in Golden, Colorado. Yeah.
Do you know today's date?
It is I want to say 11th or 12th.
11th,
or
yeah.
like, yeah.
Okay. Do you know who the President of the United States is?
Joe Biden.
Okay. If I give you 6 quarters, how much money you got?
That is going to be $1.50.
Okay. So you're not feeling safe, you're saying?
I'm not feeling safe.
Okay.
This
Because
is
of other folks or because of yourself?
just because of my popularity. I've tried getting motel rooms, and fans call the motel rooms and dox them, pretty much, and dox my room, and it's becoming super unsafe.
Okay.
And so I have been told not to go to motel rooms without security present. It's just getting very unsafe for me to be in public.
Okay. Who's telling you not to go to motel rooms?
the like motels themselves, because they end up banning me because they get spam calls by fans because I'm so popular that like I legitimately get spotted at the motels by other people there. Like that's how popular I am.
What's going on, man?
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Daniel.
I'm Jason. This is my friend
Hi,
Brad.
nice to meet you.
What's going on today, man?
Just so
let's go in the ambulance.
Can I
real
go
quick.
in the ambulance?
Yeah.
Well, I'll make you go over to get all out there so they'll get you back there. You got any weapons or anything like that?
No. You guys can search me down. You guys can do whatever. I don't care.
We'll put the backpack behind you, Toby. You don't need to search. Daniel, before you head up there, do you have any weapons on you?
I don't.
Okay,
You
do
can.
you
You
mind if we
can.
check it?
Yeah, you can.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Come on up here, Daniel. Got a seat right here.
My entire fan base, if they get too wild,
Yeah.
I going in circles.
Yeah.
And what I safety,
Right.
and I want to get this herd at the top there, right over.
So I'll write you a ticket for the criminal mischief, but I'm gonna let these gentlemen help you, right? Because
Right.
it's more
And
important right now. So I'll ask them where they're going, and
I
then I'll
don't-
just meet you up there, okay?
Yeah, and I will also,
Luther? Okay. Yeah.
and that like my
This guy is a total whack job. He needs to be institutionalized.
Couldn't afford. I haven't
That vegan teacher, what's up?
made much money off of these bars. You could trademark it, but that's just for the name. It's not really that important. So it's legally speaking, if I patented all my recipes on my business, I couldn't even afford to. I would be broke. And these people
You can't patent a recipe.
would be instantly canceled if everyone knew what was going on. The whole situation is so ridiculous, he shouldn't be allowed to do it. But they control all of the media platforms. And with stuff like this, you can see how easy it is for them to rewrite history. Me, who's been doing this for 7-8 years on YouTube, who's probably helped more people legitimately than anyone else, and I will put my nutritional knowledge up against any doctor, anyone that has ever existed in that I know on this planet right now. And that's not an exaggeration.
This is a guy who lost a debate to me 3 times.
Through what I've
And used to claim that blueberries cause diabetes.
been through, the nutritional research, the liver damage, I've never seen anyone produce anything close to the content that I'm producing in pertaining to health. And some random kid comes around, steals my idea, and it's like I don't exist. It's completely crazy. And someone actually left a comment of what's probably going to happen. And it's what's happened with every one of my interactions with these people who think they are
Dude, I hope he gets sued again for slander and harassment. That'd be great.
above everyone else. He's protected. They own everything. They'll just get the negative reviews removed, taken down. It sucks, buddy. And as much as that's probably true, the only thing I can do is expose these people as much as possible through the platforms that I have access to. That's the only thing I can do. I told you guys, the court system.
Dude, like, Frank seems like he's genuinely unraveling and becoming completely unhinged. He's calling somebody a satanic pedophile, like, Satan worshiper who's part of the Illuminati because he's selling the same basic protein bar he is.
They own everything. The only way is to publicly let as many people know what they're doing to you, and then sometimes they back off a little bit because they're not allowed to just do whatever they want, believe it or not. And I started my journey to help as many people as possible, so that's my focus. I didn't even want to make this video. I didn't want to talk about this guy. Am I supposed to spend every second exposing these people harassing me every week, stealing my ideas and pretending to have the same intention when their only goal is to steal money from people and their greed? He could have come up with his own idea or recipe or something really easy. Instead, as I said, he decided to maliciously take advantage of a legitimate small business while pretending to be one himself. He made up this whole story. Oh, I dropped out of school and put all my savings into starting this bar company. No, you're a secret society shill. using the money that your family has made off of taking advantage of people for generations and generations, and you're pretending to be a legitimate small business.
Jesus.
And this needs to be exposed more. There's a lot of these elite-owned companies pretending to be one guy owning a small business, yet their popularity and views and sales are high because the owners of the media companies are funneling themselves as they are in the club. I mean, the other people that copy me, it was pretty obvious because I was the first person talking about stuff like that, and then they started talking about it. But since no one really knew about my channel, it's really, who brings it to the most amount of people as quickly as possible, and then people know that person, despite me having it for years and years before. But hey, when these people leave this planet and they end up upside down on a cross being whipped by some goat-faced demon for God knows how many years, maybe it will get them to reconsider their actions in the next life they have. But hey, Jake Levy, maybe now you can afford to pay for those pretty boys that want to play with me for free, And who knows, maybe if you steal more of my ideas and make enough money, I'll let you suck my long fucking dick, right? Fucking weirdo freak.
A guy who looks like this is calling somebody a weirdo freak. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. See some more of this Dr. K Sneeko interview.
Thoughts, our emotions, and our behaviors, the better control we will have over the whole system. So cognitive behavioral therapy has been designed to teach people to better control usually their behaviors, but oftentimes their thoughts.
For some reason, the way Frank looks like after his surgery reminds me of having the eyes like spiders. Would you agree? Also, check out this bear and a mirror.
Yeah, I do see the resemblance between Frank and spiders. Bear and a mirror. Well, that bear lacks self-awareness. Thanks for the donation, though, Ben.
I'm staring into Frank's eyes. You wanna know what I see? Nothing has changed at all. They don't look better, they don't look worse, they look exactly the same. And he took a loan to get this done, lol, he is his own worst enemy.
They look worse. Look at a video of him from like a week ago, and now he looks worse. He looks like he has a botched cosmetic surgery. It's like he's slightly more Asian and retarded. Thanks for the donation, Mola.
And their emotions as well. So we can create the instrument that we want. And emotional competence is a big part of this. And a big part of emotional competence is familiarity with your emotions, getting in and like playing with the Play-Doh of your emotions. And frequently in that kind of way, it involves things like tears, right? So
Ben donated $2. Let me see.
Access and everything for the game, right?
I'm being told that I could be on the sidelines if I wanted to.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Daniel, so like a lot of people on the internet are like questioning your childhood, like where were you born?
I was born in Lancaster, California.
Really? Okay. And then like why'd you move to Colorado?
I moved to Colorado because my mother forced me to.
Really? Was she bad?
She was an idiot. But, I forgive her and you know.
Is she still alive? Or?
I don't know. I think she's still alive. I think she's jealous of my popularity.
I am too, dude. You're famous.
Yeah, but I mean, it is no joke. Being famous is definitely not easy.
Yeah.
Do you like being famous, or?
I do. It gets crazy at times, but then there's other times where it's amazing. I meet amazing people.
Yeah, exactly. So like after you moved to Colorado, like did you go to school or like?
I went to school in Colorado, and then
You know, I decided I was going to be a singer. That led to homelessness.
Oh, because you like couldn't get a job.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Because of reputation, no place would hire me, and
Yeah.
then I ended up getting.
Yeah, that's why you can't get a job.
Through the game this weekend, just walking outside.
A gang?
No, game.
Oh, games. Okay.
Yeah, and
if
then
if you follow your passion, like you're bound to get there eventually. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah,
it might be hard now, but like 10 years down the line when you're a millionaire, like,
The whole video is basically an unhinged rant, but the good stuff starts at 10:15 when he complains that he doesn't get firstsies cause he's rich, and can't go to the States cause he's a criminal.
Let me see. 1 day ago. Fatfluencers are paid to lie.
Our differences. If I thought my tax dollars were being used very appropriately in that way, I'd be 100% in favor of all that stuff.
And so you can't even speak out about what you can do with your taxes. I personally in Canada want private healthcare. I have a lot of money. I want to go and get my healthcare when I want it. Rather than sitting here for 4 years waiting for shoulder surgery, waiting for years to go and see a doctor, waiting for years to go check to see if I have cancer, why do I have to wait for so long? Why can't I pay for it?
Because we have elected officials that represent the majority of the population, and the majority of the population is in favor of universal healthcare. And like, it's so fucking crazy. Greg thinks he's entitled to better healthcare than everybody else because he makes more money. I'm rich, so I deserve better healthcare than you. What a fucking asshole.
Oh, you're a bad person because you think you deserve special treatment. No, I just want to pay for special treatment. I wasn't allowed to.
You're talking about healthcare. You're not talking about fucking, like, going to a fancier restaurant. Like, he's literally saying, I deserve better healthcare than somebody because I make more money. Like, what an asshole.
Traveled to the United States for 12 years. Couldn't just go over there and get surgeries. So I had to wait. What is wrong with thinking you can pay for something? How is it bad if I say I want to pay to get my health care? Do you know what else?
Yeah, because you're cutting in front of the line of somebody who likely needs a surgery or operation that isn't just elective, that could be life-saving, just because you have more money. So anytime that you, if we had a mixed system and you could pay money for private care, and we also had universal health care, you're taking away resources from the universal healthcare system. So you getting surgery on your shoulder, that could take away from, say, a cancer treatment where somebody's getting a tumor removed. Or say a knee replacement for somebody who actually needs it, who doesn't have mobility anymore. Whereas you just have a nagging shoulder and you're kind of upset that you can't bench press as heavy as you want to. So, like, he again, he's literally saying, I should have priority over people who need care more than me because I have more money than them.
That helps the people who can't afford it because they move up the list. Coach Greg, he's not getting shoulder surgery. Then somebody else can take my place. How is that bad? And how do you think we have free healthcare in Canada? How do you think it's free? Because the people who make money pay for it for everyone else. Do you guys?
The majority of healthcare funding, the majority of most social services are paid by the middle class. So you can actually look at tax revenues where the majority of it comes from. It's not coming from the wealthy. The majority of it is coming from the middle class.
I not realize that? Oh, you're so selfish. You make so much money. Pay 52% taxes here in Canada. 52%! In what society is that?
Buddy, he's paying 52%. He has to be making millions. So Canada tax brackets. So 30, how is he paying 55%? This has to be some like corporate tax thing. Because yeah, so for personal income, for federal tax, it only goes up to 33% on any taxable income up to $235,000. So he must be paying like things like corporate taxes or capital gains tax or something, because for personal income it doesn't go up to 50 something percent. So he's making millions of dollars. Yeah, it only goes up to... Yeah, it only goes up to like 33%. That's for federal. I don't know what province he's living in. There are provincial taxes, but he's making millions. Like, he's driving a fucking McLaren. What is he complaining about?
Fair. What do you pay in the United States? Most of my audience, 42%. United States, do you pay 52% taxes? That's how much I pay. And what do I get out of it?
You can look up the tax bracket in the US. It's not that much different. Ben donated $2. Let me see. Oh yeah, Rudy Giuliani. Yeah, that was fucking creepy and weird. Thanks for the donation, Ben.
What do I get? Oh, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks because you went to Mexico. I'm not sick. I feel great. Yeah, but you still have to. You can't go walk your dog. Oh, the gyms are closed. Amazing. How is that good for our health? Mental health, physical, spiritual, social. It's not. But yet we...
Yeah, so about 7 million people died worldwide from COVID, and Greg thinks he should be able to spread a deadly disease because it inconveniences him.
And we put up with it. Why? Because we're scared. And so I don't blame you. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what's right. It's a lot easier to just do what everyone else
It takes courage to say, I'm rich, so I deserve better health care than you. And I shouldn't have to quarantine when I travel when a deadly disease is being spread around.
doing. That one person that stands out, that sticks out, that's their true, authentic self, that puts themselves out there, that's out there.
Oh my god, dude, this is crazy.
As your marketing director, I think we need to push more furry content since so many of them love you. Do a furry porno and put it up on your OnlyFans. Lots of people would pay for that shit. You know what I fucking mean? Genius idea, I know. LLLLLLLLL.
I wonder if there are any big furry channels on OnlyFans that do like yiffing. I know furry art pays big money. I don't think I'm a good enough artist to do furry porn though, but yeah, I don't know if I'll do furry porn on OnlyFans. Those fursuits cost a lot of money. Thanks for the donation, I'm Niagara.
And being judged, that person is a true risk taker. It takes no risk to say what everyone else is thinking. It is nothing to go and say what everyone wants you to say. Because what if they don't like you? If you're putting your true self...
I'm a millionaire. I shouldn't have to pay taxes.
on the line, and they don't like you, they're not liking you for you.
What a fucking whack
That is
job.
hurtful. That's painful. But if I'm pretending, I'm putting on a show, I'm saying, oh, this and saying that, I don't really believe it, and they don't like that, well, they're not attacking me, they're attacking what I said. And so it is truly difficult to be yourself, but I'm telling you, it's 100% worth it. You need to stop giving a shit about what
Dude,
other
what
people
a
think.
whack
In your
job.
own life, stop giving a shit about what other people think. You need to be yourself. You need to let other people know who you are. And yeah, it's risky, it's scary, but the rewards for doing so are immeasurable. Imagine people actually liking you for you. Perhaps half your friends won't like you anymore. Who cares? Get rid of the old and bring in the new. The people who actually like you for who you are. And so
Greg, you are a fucking criminal, lying scam artist. This guy was arrested for smuggling drugs across the United States into Canada. He has sold bogus fucking supplements. What was that stupid thing called? God damn it. It was that, I can't even remember the name anymore, but he was literally selling a fucking supplement that contained practically zero of the claimed, turkesterone. He was selling a supplement called turkesterone, and there was literally no turkesterone in the fucking product. And then he kept the fucking name Turk Builder because he didn't want to pay money to change the fucking label.
Do not sell out. And I'm not talking about just YouTube and Instagram. I'm talking about selling out your soul in life. Be true to yourself. And so, yeah, I went on a tangent. I'm talking about dieting and body positivity and so on, but it really gets to me that people can't be their true, authentic self. That people are being paid to lie, to deceive you.
This is coming from a fucking drug dealer who was lying about a fucking supplement he was selling.
But this happens every single day. And no, they may not be paying you with money, but you're being paid, whether it's through respect.
Dude, Greg is fucking insane. What an entitled jackass.
Like, don't get distracted by the females. How old are you again, Daniel? Are you like...
I'm 24.
You're 24?
Oh, yeah, you got time.
Dude,
So
you
what
look
I'm
like
doing
you're
right
like...
now
You
is,
look like
like
you're 16,
I said,
man.
I gotta go tomorrow to the administration. I gotta get the card.
Yeah.
Once I get that, then... I guess, you know, I'll start classes on Monday. And then I'm kind of just holding everything off right now and focusing on that.
And then, so, another question, like, what are your plans for the future? It's like...
my plans for the future is, I want to, well, you know, I'm in contact partially with Grace.
Okay. Grace.
Yep. We're trying to make that work, but we're having PR issues, public relations.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then we're trying to figure out how we're going to move forward.
Okay, gotcha. Just another question, like, how's the fame changed you? From, like, when you were first non-famous to when you're famous, you know? Because, like, you used to have a house, right?
Yeah, I want to say I got famous within 3 years.
Damn. Do you regret any of the decisions you've made, Daniel?
I know. I've been watching you forever.
Yeah, we're
it's
big
so
fans.
sick.
You know, I really don't.
You don't? You're happy where you are?
I you know...
You have some fame.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think people judge me because I have a disability.
Yeah.
And people think I can't. But when they find out how popular I really am, they feel sorry. In the end.
Which disability? Just to spread awareness.
Yeah.
Well, we thought it was autism.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm so smart and the more I learn, I get better, right?
Yeah.
So we're thinking it was just past childhood trauma.
I see.
You
So
know.
does your mom, like, no, not to, like,
Dude, what
like,
a
bring up, like,
fucking
bad memories.
delusional
Did your mom,
idiot.
like, abuse you, or?
Whoever wins this point
She was
wins.
just, I want to say neglectful.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So
And then your grandma
growing
took you
up,
in,
I
right?
was moving house to house to house.
Uh-huh.
So if you know how homelessness is just bad,
Yeah.
it
so,
was
like,
it was kind of like the same thing. I never had a place to call home.
oh, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And then your grandma took you in?
Yep. And
Okay.
then of course my grandmother, she was nice.
Mhm.
You know, I think she was the better situation for me.
Yeah.
But when it came to like actual career and then moving from that into a real life,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't suited for it.
I got
And
you.
it is what it is, you know.
All right, Daniel. Well, I just wanted to do a little interview, and I think this concludes our interview. So thank you for your time, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
So, yeah, I'm gonna tonight until. See you, Daniel. Yep. See ya. So until I get the dorm in like a day or two, I'm just kind of, you know, taking it step by step.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Should we make a documentary? Like,
Yeah, dude,
the
this
other
is
side
part one of the
Daniel Miller
documentary.
stuff?
The behind the
Yeah.
scenes, because not many people know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be
exactly.
helpful.
Because not many people know, like, the real you, really. Like, even though you're
Yeah.
famous and everything, all they see is what's on their For You page. Like, they don't really know.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
But in reality, you're a superhero, man.
President.
Oh, do you want to show us your bands from the day? You want to show us your cash? Hit a money spread. Ooh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Good shit, dude. Hard work. Okay. Yeah, make it rain.
How does he have any
Make
money?
it rain.
Do you want me to rip it up?
No. Make it rain. Make it rain. Make it rain.
Like, throw it. Make it rain. Rain in money.
That's $3. That's like $4. So technically, okay.
Make it rain, dude. Oh, yes, sir, Daniel.
In other words, there's not much here.
It's all right.
I
We
mean,
all start
actually,
somewhere.
no, it's actually close to
More than I made today.
It's like
Yeah.
$20 today, so.
Yeah. Well, good shit,
And
dude.
then I made like 50, so that's. Oh no, I made 60. That's like $75 in one day.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, he is fucking crazy.
So if I have something that I'm super sad about and super hurt about, and I shove it down or I drink or whatever, and I don't engage in healthy behaviors, one way to sort of fix that is to actually like cry, let that stuff up and out, and kind of exercise it from the body. And the value, I think, is sort of this. I mean, maybe not the same, because it sounds like you think.
When am I coming to Italy? Next year, I might do some traveling. I'm thinking of just next winter, just going to some warm places, and yeah, I might consider Italy, because I get really bad depression during the wintertime, and I might just hang out somewhere warm for the winter, just to avoid the depression. And speaking of, I think I'm going to end the stream early, because I just need to kind of chill out and relax. I had a hard time actually starting the stream tonight, just because of the depression, so figured I'd at least pop on for a couple hours. But I did upload a vlog, in case any of you need some Vegan Gains content. It was a training vlog, so you can all watch that. It's another Road to 405 training vlog. I absolutely mogged 315.
For some reason I get depression in the summer. Do you like camping?
I've never been camping. I don't know if I like camping because I've never done it. I can get depression in the summer too, but it's really bad in the winter. Thanks for the donation, Fohammer. So, I'm gonna go nighty-night now. But thanks for checking out the stream, everybody. Big thanks to everybody who donated in Streamlabs. Really appreciate it. And sweet dreams. Let's just watch another set of 315 first. Yeah, this felt super easy. It didn't feel like I was really lifting much weight, so that's good. Alright, well, nighty-night.